Send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Omaha.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle to play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good hit.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
46. And 47. Here we go. Wide 8. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He may try and run for this. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Coming now. Swing to the field, right. To the right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. Wide 8. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right. To the right.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
47.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19. The give is to Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
47, 47.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Moncrief. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Here we go. Let's go, let's go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, let's go. 380. Hank.
Bortles to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Bortles on the give to Fournette. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Charles, while Dallas comes back out, let me ask you about the game you called last week when they beat Detroit with a field goal there at the end. Important victory for Dallas to get back to 2-2.
Vital victory for them because you know how things happen. If it happens in Texas, it's big, right? When it happens with Dallas and the Cowboys, it's monstrous. So to get them back to 2-2, kind of tamp down a little bit of panic that was coming from their fans, that was huge. But Ezekiel Elliott, he was a full-grown man in that game. 152 yards on the ground, 240 all-purpose yards, a big catch down the stretch. He did everything for them against the Lions defense, the worst run defense in the NFL through 4 weeks. But, boy, he put it on them, and that was a vital victory for the Cowboys. And Dak Prescott played well, too.
And next up, Battle of the Lone Star State as they head down to Houston. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. First target, first catch at a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you can be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A first down carry by Elliott. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott now on second down. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go. 180.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him to first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. A give to Elliott. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, he hits on 1. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Done. Hey, here we go. 480.
2nd down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tljsr2live able to get him for a loss of about 3. 3rd and long for Prescott. Dancing to his left. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Now that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott stepping up. He's going to keep it. Fights through it. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Cowboys on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. All right, hey. 26.
Prescott now. He hits Beasley right side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That is right. We got three, fellas. We got three. Check.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go. All right, hey. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go. All right, hey. 86.
Prescott now from the 50. Airing it out for Hearns. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight can't fault far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A give to Elliott running left. And now running right through it. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Gets past one man. Oh, now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Elliott, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swain, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Flush to his right. And some room to work. Space to maneuver at the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
0.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Shotgun now for Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there. Bortles now on first down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at...
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And he caught it up, and the Cowboys have recovered.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That is caught at the 7. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a couple.